You want to cure your NoFap addiction, right? Well, most likely you will click off this video after hearing what the actual cure is. My name is Christian and I have been on this journey for over 2 years now, and I'm gonna basically compress every single thing that I have learned into this short video so that you can quit NoFap. But the cure isn't something easy and you most likely won't actually want to do it. So this video is only for the real ones. And if you want to know how I went from a loser who used to jack off 30 times a day for 2 weeks straight to a guy who can literally handshake anyone he likes, make friends wherever he goes, who is so confident within himself, click the first link in the description to find out more. And now, what am I talking about? Why will you not like this advice that I'm about to give you? Well, the cure isn't hidden into going out there and basically following NoFap for 279 days, or actually hitting day 30, going to the magic temple of India and just suddenly experiencing some weird magical thoughts inside you. It's not about taking cocaine, eating mushrooms and all of that. It's not. The only thing that you need to do is basically do the work after you find your purpose. You see, your purpose is one of the most important things in this world. It's pointless to have a car if no one can see it. It's pointless to have a car if you don't have to travel anywhere. And it's pointless to go into a taxi and just tell the taxi driver, drive, but if you don't actually have a destination to reach. First of all, you're just wasting money, and second of all, you're wasting time. So in reality, you are just like that weird type of kid who just enters the taxi's car and just tells the driver to just drive wherever. Do you realize how stupid that sounds? And in this case, you are still yourself the kid who enters the taxi driver, but the advice is actually the taxi itself. And basically, people just give you some bullshit advice of a certain amount of days to be reached, of some random thing to be done, of levitation to be accomplished, to actually do this with your hands and suddenly you will be cured. None of that works. I have tried and it doesn't work. And I have seen other people try. It did not work out. The only thing that works is actually knowing why you're doing whatever the fuck you're doing. In reality, anything that you try can work. Even peeing upside down can actually work, as long as you know what you're actually talking and doing for. So, if you do know what you're actually living for, do you really think you will one day wake up and still feel like, man, I just want to sleep? You won't. You just simply won't. You will still get up because it's not discipline. You want to accomplish this thing. It's your own want, it's your own desires wanting to accomplish this thing that you fight for inside this life. That's why you woke up. That's why you quit masturbation. That's why you quit video games. That's why you quit bad food. That's why you go to the gym and actually improving yourself to such a level that no one can even comprehend. That's all exactly why. And if you don't know this purpose of yours, it's simply pointless. So right now, you may be lost in life. You don't know where you're going. You don't know what you're doing wrong. You see people everywhere getting success, getting girls, getting money, getting fame. But for some reason, here you are doing the same thing, perhaps even working harder than them. But you're still not getting anywhere. You're still not getting anywhere because you don't know what you're fighting for. That's the answer. Once you do know this, now you begin to want it more. The more you want it, the more easier it becomes. So in my case, I wanted to actually go and speak with this clan inside the video game that I used to play. The clans were basically called guilds. The game was called Legacy of Discord. Maybe you played, maybe you didn't. But the thing is, I was inside this and they did not know English. I was 7th grade, every single year we had English, and I didn't know how to say hello properly, let alone speak with someone. So every single day, every single time, every single month, whenever I had English test, the teacher would just literally take the pen and just do this, leave it aside, and that's it. Just does not waste her time, because she knew I was clueless about English. But then inside this game, I just wanted to speak with this guy so much because they seemed so cool. They actually had a connection, even had a WhatsApp group. So they were basically friends who I wanted to join. But there was only one thing: friction. I did not know English. So what can I do? Since that day onward, I decided to go on and literally envelop myself into learning English. So every single day I would watch Jacksepticeye videos. Every single day I would go onto the video game, and whenever I would find a word that I didn't particularly know what it means, I would just open up my phone or whatever, or my tablet, and just basically write down on Google Translate what the word meant to Macedonian so that I can actually understand it. And just within 1 month, I was able to speak English with those people. I requested and I joined the clan. So in this case, after this happened, my English teacher slowly acted surprised and actually slowly began taking notice of my tests, because she never saw anything from me up until that point. So why did I give you this story right now? I gave you it because I wanted to accomplish a certain purpose in my life, and the thing that was stopping me was English. So I actually went on and found out a way to actually do it so that I can actually go and join whatever I was joining. So in this case, NoFap is the guild. You want to be in that place of people, of successful people who are on NoFap, on Simon retention or whatever. You want that thing, but there you cannot accomplish it because there is friction. And that friction in this case is your purpose. And that unless you know your purpose, you will never join that clan, that guild, that place of successful people who are on NoFap. You will never. But the moment you accomplish your purpose, the moment you actually see what it is and start following it, now you go and join the NoFap guild, the NoFap clan. All the time you are focusing on the wrong thing. All the fucking time you are focusing on the wrong thing. If I just focused upon joining the guild, and if I just requested, sure, they may let me in, but sooner or later I would get kicked out or I would leave myself because I did not know what those people were actually thinking about or talking about. So just find your purpose out and everything gets easier. Then you can go on and get your aesthetic body. Then you can go on and read books. Then you can go on and do whatever the fuck you want. Only after you find your purpose and you start following it, bro. So now that you know this, there is only one more thing I want you to know. After listening to this video, I want you to rewatch it as many times as you can and need. And I want you to be very, very careful with the advice that you actually take from people. Not everyone wants you to succeed. Most people out there are just recording videos for the sake of it. Most people out there that do not give personal examples, do not give personal stories. They just read some book, some random book called The Easy Peasy Method, and then just recap whatever they learned inside. And then they expect you to learn, to quit, to do whatever they want. But in reality, all they want is to just get monetized on YouTube, or get you to buy their program, to buy their free ebook, and then they just leave you without any progress. So I really don't want you to fall under that scammed category. So rewatch this video as many times as you need. Find content specifically about purpose as to how to achieve it. And from now on, I want you to follow your life by following this one simple quote I have written over here. If I do this right now, will I respect myself more in the future? This way, you're protecting your future self every single day and every single living moment of your life. Thank you so much for watching, bro. Again, ask yourself, what would you do for 20 years down the line, for 20 hours a day without getting paid, so that you know your purpose? If you cannot, just follow your future self so that he can discover it. And as a final note, after you implement this, you will quit masturbation. But some people need some extra guidance. And if you would like to get there even quicker, well then, click the first link in the description. Because I went from a guy who masturbated 30 times a day to a guy who literally is currently able to do whatever the fuck he wants inside his life, regardless of what the thing is. So brother, click the first link in the description. I got you for life. And let's go and actually crush this thing together. You got this.